Hi and Assalamualaikum to our lecturers. We are from Group 4, Section 4. This is our group members, Muhammad AKMAL bin KAMAL ARIFFIN, Muhammad IRFAN bin Muhammad YUSOFF, Muhammad SYAHRUL bin KHAIRUL AZLI, NOOR Atikah binti RAHIM, and lastly NOOR MUIZZUDIN IMAN bin NOOR ISKANDAR. And our group project's title is EVAPOTRANSPIRATION Estimating Method. My name is Noor Atikah binti Rahim and I am going to present about our abstract. Evapotranspiration is a process of hydrological cycle that links land surface water balance and land surface energy balance. It functions in review of evapotranspiration estimation methods in hydrological models. Based on our project, it can be summarized that our objective was achieved. Evapotranspiration method estimations were compared to determine the accuracy and dependability of their approaches. 3 parameters were computed to assess the performance of evapotranspiration methods also has been listed. However, some recommendation to improve their effectiveness is needed. For example, we will need to create an evapotranspiration estimate method that takes into account soil moisture control, vegetation index space, and a soil moisture index that derive from the surface temperature. Finally, the method to measure the evapotranspiration process and its importance in real-life applications can be listed out by our project. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad IRFAN bin Muhammad YUSOFF. I'm going to explain the introduction and comprehensive review of our project. In hydrological models, integrated conversion methods are commonly employed, and there are 2 distinctions, which is method that is used to estimate the evaporation potential and methods that used to implement the link between evapotranspiration, actual, and the potential of evaporation. The first method that we use is Penman-Monteith method, stated that the energy balance was combined with the mass transfer approach in 1948, resulting in an equation which can be used by using the traditional climatological measures of sunlight, temperature, wind speed, and humidity. In 2013, Jacobi et al. PDSI tool incorporates the ability to obtain the PET using the method of Penman-Monteith as a contribution toward the PDSI calculation, which shows strong geographic consistency. The second method is Priestley-Taylor method. The equation has been applied to calculate evapotranspiration under circumstances when evapotranspiration is limited by soil water availability. And the application of this method is that in 2014, it was being utilized in Italy to quantify reference crop evapotranspiration with the ASCII standardized Penman-Monteith approach as a base, which makes them successfully obtain data in every season.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, for this part is a comprehensive review. This is the method that we use about this project is potential evapotranspiration estimation method. For the first is Penman-Monteith method and the second is Priestley-Taylor method. Okay, this is the formula for the Penman-Monteith method, and the second is the formula is Priestley-Taylor method. Okay, for the Penman-Monteith method is the full Penman-Monteith equation is from Allen 1998, and in this formulation ATPM Penman-Monteith evapotranspiration in units of mmday, and the value of 1000 convert mday to mmday. Okay, this is the formula, and this is the what we call the name of the formula that we use about this method. Okay, for the second is Priestley-Taylor method. This is similar to the Penman-Monteith method but simplified. That is, vapor, deficit, and convection terms are reduced to a single empirical constant. The PT model can be represented as follows. Okay, for the formula about the Priestley-Taylor method, this is the formula, and PT we call as post-lateral evapotranspiration in unit of MN per day. Okay, this is a comparison of potential evapotranspiration estimation method. This is the graph. Explanation about the graph is to measure the accuracy and the reliability of each method. ET estimates by each method were compared with the estimation of the Penman-Montan method. Performance of each method were measured by computing three parameters. First is absolute error, which gives the amount of physical error in the measurement. Second is relative error, which gives an indication of how good the measurement was relative to the size of the thing being measured. And the last is Pearson correlation coefficient, which gave a measure of association between ET estimates. That's all. Thank you.
Let's continue this presentation by going on summary part. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad AKMAL bin Kamal ARIFFIN. Basically, evapotranspiration is a major dynamic interface that happens in every day. It connects land surface and lower atmosphere that lead to climate change. It is important for productivity such as food supply, industry and agriculture. With that, prediction and verification in water cycle is a must and need an accurate data using empirical method to estimate. With that, existence of Penman-Montis and Priestley-Taylor method is a significant discovery. Penman-Montis method is basically an equation used for estimating the rate of evapotranspiration itself. Couples of factors that need to know is temperature, humidity, wind speed, day and night. Also, it's well proof, and we can take example on bushland of Texas, alfalfa, where at the moment they were having extremely advective period where one heat and dry air was imported into the region from large scale weather patterns during drought that had very high water use rate were accurately predicted by various equations including Penman-Montis. So in terms of application, it's replaced downways potential evapotranspiration to construct Palmer drought indices. Priestley-Taylor method is a simplified version of Penman-Montis, but in condition of soil water limit. The factor that need or parameter is only daily net radiation and mean air temperature. Also, it is well proved when it been used as a base ASCE standardized Penman-Montis method. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad SYAHRUL AMMAR. This is the recommendation of this project. For the Penman-Montis method, create an evapotranspiration estimate method that takes into account soil moisture control, vegetation index space and a soil moisture index that derive from the surface temperature. So the Penman-Montis soil moisture index algorithm greatly improved in daily evapotranspiration. For the Priestley-Taylor method, use a covariance system which inaccessible in data scarce areas to quantify the friction velocity. It will help the interpretation of water saving measures below plastic marsh conditions. For the conclusion, Penman-Montis method is used to determine evaporation from grass, open water and bare soils, that also known as evapotranspiration, based on the combination of energy balance and aerodynamic formula. Priestley-Taylor method is simplification of Penman-Montis method that used to allow evapotranspiration calculation under conditions where the soil water supply limits evapotranspiration. Differences between both methods were higher in low rainfall climate divisions.
So now, let's continue with the Q&A session.
The correct estimation of evapotranspiration in water balance equation allows for improved water management in rice cultivation. 8 evapotranspiration estimation methods were tested with 30 years of daily data at a study site in the west coast of Peninsular Malaysia. Penman-Montis and Priestley-Taylor were one of them. The estimation of evapotranspiration by all methods showed the same trend throughout the year. The Priestley-Taylor method gave the second highest estimation, while the Penman-Montis method gave the lowest estimations. That's all.
The answer to the question given is soil heat flow, average air temperature, net of radiation and soil water content. That's all. Thank you.
The method that we have used for the potential evapotranspiration estimation method is Penman-mounted method, and the second is Presley-Taylor method. The Presley-Taylor equation is similar to the Penman-mounted method but simplified. That is, vapor deficit and convection terms are reduced to a single empirical constant. The PT model can be represented as follows. As ETPT, which is a Presley-Taylor evapotranspiration in unit of mm per day.
Getting evapotranspiration rate is important when it comes to crop agriculture because with available programs and data, crop gets enough water during their various growth of stage. Also, it conserves and prevents from excessive water usage as a farmer already know they are required for a period of time. Thank you.
For the question, the other benefits of recommendation for the Presley-Taylor method is it will help the analysis of temperature impacts or agronomic parameters on evapotranspiration. That's all. Thank you.